Our job is basically about opening doors, opening new horizons. That's what we're about. So we make no bones about our fight for jobs is a fight to defend education. However, what we also need to do is look at what is happening across London. It's already been mentioned. They're talking about 10% cuts at UCL. They're talking about cuts at King's College. We know already that our colleagues at UCU and at UNISON in Tower Hamlets have taken magnificent action. We know that it's also affecting FA institutions. So actually what we do now matters. It matters to our students. It matters to the staff who work here, and it matters to the future of education in this part of the world, one of the poorest boroughs in the UK. Therefore, what we need to do now is tell our management, look, we are united here, and it's brilliant that we're united, and we had another successful joint one-day strike action. But our management need to be made completely aware. There are, at this point in time, there are 50 threatened compulsory redundancies that are due on the 31st of July. And there's a number of things we can do. First of all, I think we need to organise a protest for the 31st of July. And actually that protest will be one of two things. It will either be a signal that one, we aren't going away, and two, we're going to hit them very hard in the new term, or it'll be a cause for celebration because we will have saved those jobs. Either way, we need to start organising for that now. And I know it's an awkward time of the year. In fact, that's what management are relying on. They're relying on the fact that we approach summer, there's very little we can do. Well, actually, the 40th of July, this is one of the most numbers of people I've seen around the university at any time. So clearly we can organise things, and we can start to build up momentum. I'm also on the National Executive of UCU, and one of the things we have decided to do, if management do not withdraw the threat of compulsory redundancies as of from the 1st of September, and we will initiate it now, we will be grey-listing this university. What that means is boycotting. We'll be telling all external examiners, all of the people around us, to have nothing to do with this place, because as far as we're concerned, it's gone outside the norms. Now let's face it, we've been in this position before on London Met. And actually, as UCU members will know, we've had many fights. And actually, all of those fights have been under miserable rainy days. And all of those fights we have won because we refused to bend. We have won because we always stood together and we took them on. Now what that will mean come September, and this is what really matters, and we need to start winning this argument now. If on the 31st of July, those redundancies have not been rescinded, we already know, because it's in management's plan, they're coming for hundreds more in the new semester. That means we have to hit them with everything we have got in the new semester. That means we stop pissing about with one-day strikes. That means we pull out over instructions and we come out for the whole week. We close the place down. They need to know now that if they continue these, this place will be ungovernable. Because let's face it, if it's not your job that's directly threatened, you know fine well that your terms and conditions are going to be run roughshod through. Because actually, if they get, in my department, they want to get rid of, in reality, 25% of staff. This is after getting rid of the Department of Computing. This is after getting rid of 33% a year ago. Actually, the staff that will be left will be working so many hours with no remission, and actually their conditions of work will deteriorate as such that we'll have smashed our national contracts. We will not allow that to happen. So if management do not back down, this place will be grey-listed and we will be on extended strike action, and management need to know this. Obviously I can only speak on behalf of UCU. I trust and believe our UNISON colleagues will be standing with us on that day. Thank you very much.